I do have asthma, which makes things harder in general because this is a respiratory disease. There is still the fear of dying, especially from something like this.
So I have degenerative disc disease as well as like arthritis in the spine. It literally impacts every aspect of my life. It's crazy. I feel like I've aged so much. Like I feel 100 years old. I can't really walk long distances. Sleeping is terrible. I'm just always in pain. I was supposed to have an appointment with a specialist, my first appointment, to kind of get some answers about my back. And that got canceled. That sucks. Like it really sucks to feel like so helpless.
I hate myself and I have body dysmorphia, so I don't know what I look like. I don't know who I am as a person, and I imagine other people probably have a better idea of at least who they think I am. Being trapped in here all day is really making me think about that, kind of how I perceive myself and how I let other people perceive me, and how I kind of assume that everyone else sees me the way I do, which is probably not true.
I've been getting a lot of like the Snapchat memories and stuff of like a year ago today, and it's just like I was a lot thinner, so it's rough looking at that, especially because that's all I can focus on right now, so it sucks. Because it's really, like, I, like, get in my head about it, and it's like I can't, like, go see my boyfriend to, like, help talk me through it and stuff. I want to be that person that exercises and takes care of themselves, and there's just always something holding me back with that. Like, I do feel like there's a certain, like, expectation when it comes to, like, how guys, especially, like, gay guys should look, which sucks, but...
I've been working out from home and stuff and doing stuff with Rosie, which has been good to kind of like get fitter and build up more muscle, but I feel like it's not paying off. I hate my hips so much. So when I kind of stand up and stuff, the only thing that I can see when I look at myself in the mirror is just my hips and how like big they are, and that just causes me a lot of like stress and discomfort about myself. I'm never gonna pass, I guess, because they're so obviously there, and even if I work out as much as I can, it's probably always gonna be like that. Like I'm quite toned here and then it just goes out when people look at me. I know that's probably not what they're noticing, but when I look at me, that's all I can notice. Yeah, which is hard.
My skin is a mess, surprisingly. I'm not really wearing makeup, so I thought it was gonna kind of, be a good time, but no. All of the weight I lost at the beginning of the year I've put back on because I'm just eating. I don't have a regular eating pattern anymore. I'm literally just sometimes making my dinner at 3 in the morning. I'm not going to the gym. I can't go to the gym, and I'm one of these people that has to be in like a certain space to do a certain, get into that mind frame. So being at home, I'm not really exercising as much as I know I probably could.
Ultimately, like, I do feel some pressure. The roommate that I'm with right now, the one that didn't go home, she's very thin. Being around her solely has been kind of difficult because her mental health is also not great, and she does fixate a lot on how her body looks, and it's rough because it's like I want to be there for her and stuff and like help her through that, but at like what cost? It ultimately like affects me a lot because then I get in my head about that kind of stuff too, and I'm like, well, if she's so thin and she's like having like all these problems with her body, like why am I okay with mine? It's so dumb, and it sounds like ridiculous.
We're in the middle of a pandemic, and last week I found a lump. I feel like that's like a common way to say that they found something that could be breast cancer. I've had a double mastectomy, so that's not the case for me. It is located elsewhere on my body. It's a golf ball-sized rubbery mass, possibly a cyst, but we have no clue yet because I'm seeing a gynecologist tomorrow. So this is the first time I'm seeing a gynecologist, and this gynecologist works at a practice called Woman Health. I know that it's just the name, and the doctor and nurses, they're probably gonna be fine and inclusive and awesome, but it's gonna feel a little weird and uncomfortable. I'm gonna feel a little out of place walking into a building called Woman Health. I don't experience a lot of bottom dysphoria, but when I have a lump down there that could be not benign, it has me thinking about my body a lot, and thinking about that part of my body does cause some dysphoria, so it's a little uncomfortable. It's been a weird week with a lot of ups and downs and a lot of anxiety. It's all happening during a pandemic, which is stressful on its own. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed out. Coping, but stressed out and a little bit dysphoric.
Managed to source a push bike because I hate running. I don't mind cycling, I just really can't stand running, so I managed to source a push bike. It had a puncture, so I sorted that out. I've not managed to fix it yet, but so that's my next task, is to fix the bike so I can keep going out on bike rides and get some exercise.
I've started running 3 times a week, and I've like really changed my diet and my relationship with food and exercise, and I feel great. I feel really good.
I've got kickboxing class later, so that's all virtual and online, and that'll kill me, which is why I'm using that as an excuse to not go out on the bike today, because I know that I've got kickboxing class later, so that's exercise for today, isn't it? Maybe I should do some food shopping to get a few things in so that I can stick to that healthier-ish routine of eating fruit and stuff for breakfast. It's better than chocolate, isn't it? Let's face it.
That hasn't really gone away, but my boyfriend's really been helping me with like accepting that like it's changed and things changed and stuff like that, and just accepting my body now.
I've just gone for my morning run. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I was just thinking this morning as I ran how much running has kind of like improved my mental health, and on the days that I run I feel generally kind of much better and much more positive for the rest of the day. Days like this are the days I run I feel like fantastic. I feel incredible this morning, and I think I have really neglected the idea that exercise doesn't just have to be for fitness purposes, it can be for your mental health and it can be for you. I haven't really considered that before, and it's really nice, I feel really good.